Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for July 24th, although some of the energies will be overlapping into through this week into the full lunar eclipse that we have and onto the next week. I wanted to first thank you all for supporting me, for supporting this channel. I really appreciate it, and I just wanted to thank you all for your love and your support. And you all help me when you make a donation, when you book a reading. You all help me to take this channel to another level. There's so much more information that I want to share with you that I haven't started to share with you yet. There's a lot of other services that I want to offer also. There's so many things I want to do with this channel. I just want to let you all know, by you supporting, any type of support, whether it's financial, the love you send, sharing, subscribing, whatever you're doing is really helping me to, have the time to focus on other things I could do to help you all. So I really appreciate it. I just wanted to let you all know that. So let's get into the reading. This week is a very intense week. I'm sure you all are feeling it with the lunar eclipse. This is like major transformation. There's a lot going on physically, cosmically, astrally. It's all in one thing. So if you haven't listened to my last reading about DM, basically higher self, stay away, because divine masculines are going through a lot right now. Okay, I mean it's I was saying it's like a tornado. Okay. First, I have a very strong message that I've been getting, and I just want you all to know I don't only consciously channel, I subconsciously channel, unconsciously, whatever you want to call it. I get messages all day long. I get messages waking me up in the middle of the night. It's all coming in, and I just wanted to share this with you because I keep getting it. And this is actually for the divine feminines, okay? This is geared toward divine feminines. Divine feminines, to all of you who are focusing on the karmics, and not to say that all the divine masculines are with karmics, they're not. Actually, a lot of divine masculines, ended things, got rid of the karmics. I'm seeing in January, February. Now, you might not know this because you're not in contact with them or they are not telling you this, but a lot of them got rid of the karmics in January or February of this year. But the ones that are with, and whatever, however I want you all to stop focusing on the karmics, okay? The karmics are there for lessons, regardless of how, you are all thinking it's like a block to your reunion, I should say. They are lessons for the divine masculine to learn, okay? And I also want to tell you that there is no love shared between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, regardless of what they say, okay? If your divine masculine told you, I don't know, I love the karmic or whatever, regardless, it's BS. I'm just telling you right now, okay? There is no love. It's all illusion. It's fear. They just were together because they needed to, sort out karma, learn their lesson, and when the divine masculine was operating at a very low energetically, that's when they attracted the karmic, okay? So when you focus on the karmic, when you are obsessing over, are they with them? Are they not? Where are they? What are they doing? Oh, I wonder if they're sleeping together. Like, all that stuff, when you're focusing on the karmic, and I know that it's not easy, but it's like you are putting yourself down. You think that the karmic was chosen over you because you're not pretty enough or you're not good enough or whatever it is, okay? Whatever, however it panned out in your connection or however it was, I just want to let you know, regardless of why or what they chose them, it's the whole foundation is because of the, the karma, okay? That's why it's called a karmic. And you are beautiful. You are, when you are someone's twin, you're the best match for them, okay? So I don't want you to feel like I'm not pretty enough. I don't have the body, whatever it is, okay? Because the attraction between you and your twin can't compare to anyone's attraction. So I want you all to get that out of your head and stop focusing your energy on the karmic, because what you do is when you focus your energies on fear, on illusion, which is, the connection that they have, okay? Because it's not love. So whatever that's not love is fear and illusion, okay? So when you focus on things like that, you attract more towards you, okay? And it could come in different forms. So if you're obsessing over the karmic, like stalking on seeing what your, divine masculine's doing, or what the karmic is doing, what the karmic is wearing, whatever, and be mindful of what what you listen to also, okay? I know there's a lot of channels out there, and I love several of them. Like, there's a lot. But if you are listening to something that's like the whole reading is karmically based, like the karmic, okay? That is not helping you. You need to, divine feminine, you need to focus on yourself, okay? That's the most important thing right now, because you need to get ready for your unions. There's so many, reunions coming in. I totally feel there's going to be so many, but you have to be prepared for it, and by you focusing on the karmic, you're not going to be prepared for it. You need to focus on yourself. And so please work on yourself. Don't focus on the karmic. Work on the inner you. Pamper yourself. If you don't feel good about yourself physically, exercise, meditate, take a vacation, pamper, get a massage, go to the spa, love yourself. It's about self-love, because you know what? Do you know how attractive self-love is? I mean, it's so beautiful when somebody loves themselves and pampers themselves. They attract so much, okay? And this is also about you manifesting what you want, okay? When you love yourself, that's when you start manifesting everything, okay? And for my divine feminine, I'm continuing to this because this is a strong message I'm getting. For all of you who are stuck in a job you don't like, and this keeps coming up, stuck in a job you don't like, or doing something you don't like, and you're doing it for money or whatever, but you've been thinking of doing something for a really long time, like a project or like a new type of career, or like something creative, like whether it has to do with like music, dance, arts, any type of thing like that. Okay, you have the chance now. This is the opportunity right now. And I know like there's so many intense energies going on right now, but your time is now. You have an opportunity to change your life around, okay, with this endeavor. It's something that you have been thinking about a long time, and you keep putting it like in the back of your head, like, how you put stuff, you get like so excited, and then you're like, I don't know if I can do that. Like fear comes in, resistance comes in. I just want to let you know that you are the only person blocking yourself from that, okay? This message is coming very strong. So, ow, whoa. Yeah, that was very strong. Okay. So you are the only person blocking yourself. So please, if you've had this dream if you've had this inspiration that keeps coming to you, you know, about, you know, doing the visual, doing the arts and whatever, something creative, okay? And this is going to be so big. Like, you don't even see it because you have fear towards it and resistance, but it's going to be so big. So please, if you have that, release the fear, okay, of that endeavor that you have, the outcome, because I see it as so beautiful. Like, it's going to completely change your life to the positive. It's like you are not, it's for a lot of you, you are not the real you. Like, you're not doing what really you're supposed to be doing, like your purpose, your whatever it is that, you know, you came here to do. But through this endeavor, this project, this thing that keeps, you know, coming and going in your mind, you are going to step into the real you. And that's when you step into your powers. So this is life-changing. So for all of you who have had the idea, you all know what I'm talking about. Release the fear with that and just like start building like small steps. You know what really helps? Manifesting, visualization. If you can visualize being whatever it is you want to be, okay? You have no idea. And I'm speaking from experience, okay? I'm like a crazy visualizer and I manifest things like amazingly. So do the visualization. That really helps. Believe in it. Believe you can have whatever that is, okay? Because that takes away the fear too and the resistance, okay? Just want to share that with you all before we move on. Okay, you guys. So Divine Masculine is going through a lot. We all know that. If you watched my reading last week, I think it was last week, right? Yes. Divine Masculine is, okay, there's a group of you that the Divine Masculine has, it's a large group, I should say. Divine Masculine has had a hard time with dealing with emotions, expressing himself. So that's still there, okay? It's all old programming they're trying to release of, you know, basically, this is Queen of Swords in reverse. So there's a lot of programming that they are releasing from this lifetime and other lifetimes where they did not speak up, where they, you know, hid their emotions. And a lot of them are, you know, the type that they hide their emotions. They keep it inside, bottle it deep inside, and then they lash out at you. So, not just you, everybody. But that's how they have been operating. So they're working on that right now. They don't know how to. That's the thing. But they have so much help and support. Higher self, their guides. They are really getting like an enormous amount of support, you guys. So while they're going through this, they're basically going, I have to show you all this. Oh, and look at this. Done. Done, done, done. Okay. 3 of Cups in reverse. And they want change, okay? They want to take the leap of faith. They just don't know how to. They know that right now is the time they want to change. They just don't know how to. They don't realize how to do it while they're waiting. They just know that they miss you to like pieces. They're constantly thinking about you. And they know they have to change because they know they're not going to get you back unless they change, okay? So they're going through a major ego death, okay? They are releasing, but at the same time, a lot of them are resisting. So they're getting so many signs and synchronicities. And as they're getting this, okay, Divine Feminines, they're remembering all the things you would say. Like if you would ever talk about spiritual things, like oh, did you see the time, like 11:11, or like whatever numbers you're seeing, or like certain things you said about life, like philosophical, like quotes, or what else? Like kind of like sayings, okay, like analogies. When you compared life to other things, like they are complete, and this could be like from years ago, and especially if you have like been awakening, you started awakening like several years ago, they are remembering every single thing you said, and they're like, aha moment, wow, she said this, because they're getting so much information with like they're being divinely guided. They're getting a lot of information and help and healing. So all these things are so, foreign to them, but at the same time they're remembering you, and they're putting the connection together. You understand what I'm saying? So if you ever talked about, oh, like the energies, or like, oh, right now, anything with astrology, oh, it's a full moon, so they're thinking of all these things right now. They are totally like dumbfounded, because they're like, oh, my divine feminine kept telling me all this stuff. It is true. So they're waking up, definitely. I mean, they're already awake, but you know that awakening comes in phases. So, but they're getting so much guidance, and to let go of, all these attachments, all these lower energies. Some of them are getting rid of addictions, alcohol and drugs. And money. Money is coming up very strong. A lot of them are obsessed with money. Okay, so they are definitely going through ego death right now, and a lot is being released, which is great. They just are trying to absorb all the information that is coming to them and try to make sense out of it, because you have to realize they've been operating at the logical sense for such a long time. I mean, all their lives, probably. And so they're trying to make sense of all this, but they're really transitioning. At the same time, though, excuse me, they are feeling like some of them don't think they have another chance with you. They're really missing you, and they don't know how to absorb all this, because like if they were going through any weird things in their life, they always were coming to you for support. You were always there for them, and they know they can't do that right now with all the stuff that they're going through. So a lot of them are like, I see some of them in like really massive depression. They're thinking like, okay, what would my divine feminine do right now? What would they tell me to do? How would they help me come out of this? Because they're just so like confused and conflicted. Like they don't know which way to go, with all this information they're getting, and all, because they're going through a major transformation. So right now they don't think they have a chance with you. They are missing you so much, and they think it's over, but soon they will realize that you both have another chance. Well, they're going through the awakening process, okay? And a lot of them are resisting this change. A lot of them, when they sleep, they are seeing like dreams, messages in their dream state. So a lot of them are refusing to sleep, okay? They're trying to stay up regardless. Like their eyes are closing, but they're staying up because they don't want to deal with it, because they don't know how to deal with it, So long nights, waking up, a lot of them during the day and night. Like they're working. I don't know what they're working on besides their jobs. I'm getting like they're working on like something in their house, or like on their car, or like they're just making up stuff to do to distract their mind from all the things that they're going through right now, okay? All these intense energies, these messages they're getting, all that. They are working hard. They're honestly making up stuff to do. And when they're not making up stuff to do, I see them watching videos. Like, I'm seeing Divine Masculine watching, like, Discovery Channel, okay? Like, that's how much they're resisting, okay? So a lot of them are just staying awake. They're barely getting any sleep just because they're trying to resist this. But you know what? Higher self and their guides are on them. Like, they are, some of them are getting knocked out, like, to go to sleep, you know? So they're, like, basically knocking them out because they know that's the only way through those certain divine masculines, knocking them out and going to sleep because they can stay up all, they're drinking, like, soda, they're drinking coffee to keep them up. Like, that's how bad it is, okay? So, but the higher self and the divine, the guides for divine masculine are definitely, like, knocking them out to those who are completely, like, resisting it because it's really bad for their health too. At the same time, they're going through so many physical changes too, and I'm sure you divine feminines are also. You all are feeling this. I know I'm feeling it. For all of you who have the heart chakra, whoa, okay. You all, I don't know how this fell out. I just noticed this. This was, you know, this is perfect. What I was just talking about. The heart chakra block, their heart chakras are opening, and you are feeling it also within yourself with the palpitations, everything. I'm feeling it too. Also, the root and the sacral chakras. If you're getting any physical symptoms through that too, know that it's because of all the energies right now, all the releasing and purging of the lower energies and all these physical symptoms. So please work on your chakras. This is a really intense week with the lunar eclipse. Some of you who are female will be getting, like, weird menstrual cycles. You might get it early, or something is going to be off with this lunar eclipse coming. So yeah, there's a lot of physical stuff going on also. Divine to all my divine feminines right now, to the ones I'm seeing you moving into this energy, or it could also be, I don't really go into zodiac signs right now, but it could be you're dealing with a earth sign. With the King of Pentacles, your twin could be an earth sign. And but I see more the divine feminine is going into making a good like a financial stability, like manifesting financial stability. And you've been working on this for a while. And like I said, it's a great time to manifest that, okay? Like, the energies are so good, especially with this, you know, season right now. And also, there is, for the divine feminine, there's conflict that you're trying to come out of. I see this as family conflict. I don't know what, for a lot of you, it's like things you're still holding on to are coming up. I mean, things you thought that you put to the past with your family is coming up strongly. It's like resurfacing, and it's because you haven't healed your inner child, okay? So there's a lot of inner child work you have to do. There's affirmations you can do, just so you feel safe. Like, there's a lot of times that you did not feel safe. The Five of Wands, you you are thinking about those times. Those memories are coming up. It's like resurfacing, and you're just like, this pain is coming up. You're emotional about it. And for some of you, you don't know how to come out of it, but I have to just tell you, um, forgive yourself, forgive those. It all has to do with programming and conditioning that you were brought up with. So it's certain like belief systems that you experienced growing up. So those pains are resurfacing right now, and you need to release them. And you have to come out of that. And I'm seeing this also with a the a feminine maternal archetype. So whatever's coming up, whether it has to do with your mother, grandmother, an aunt, a sister, whatever, this is your chance. Even though it's painful memories, right now is your chance to release that part of you, okay, that is holding on to that. You thought that you got over it, but you have not. That's the message I'm getting. So release that anger and resentment, that pain associated with whatever it is you went through with that female maternal archetype, okay, in your life. It's blocking you. I just want to let you know, it's blocking you from manifesting your change, your transformation, okay, your power. Regardless of what they did to you, how they hurt you, you have to forgive them and let go, okay? And I'm not telling you you don't have to talk to them ever in your life again, not at all. You just have to release that part of you that has that pain associated with that person, okay? And this person could be a very strong, intense energy, because with the King of Wands, I'm still getting this as a female, okay? It could be a male too, but I'm getting it more for female maternal energies for divine feminines. And I just want to tell you all another thing that actually was coming up. I'm glad I just remembered this, because that's associated with this. When you, right now you're preparing, okay, for your reunion, okay? Any romantic relationship, you need to think about the relationship you had with your parents, okay? And what you learned, because your relationship with your parents, how they are, really molds you into the relationships you have romantically, okay? So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about your mothers and fathers, or whoever raised you, female and male, archetypes. They have a lot to do with how you carry out relationships. That's coming up now. So if you're thinking about, like, to the divine feminines who are reflecting on divine masculines, the times that, they pissed you off or whatever, and it's resurfacing how your father was. Like, if you had, you notice like certain things about your father, how like they needed to work on certain things, you're seeing that in the divine masculine. And the same thing goes for divine, my divine feminines who have the problem with the maternal, okay, that I just spoke about with it's the same thing. So see how you are the same. If you are, you all understand what I'm saying, right? So see how you are your parents in your relationships, and see how divine masculine is like your father or your mother, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. This is already going to come up. So I want you to really analyze that. Okay? Because you might see that. And you might also be like, oh, wow. Like, for the divine feminines that are females, you might be like, wow, you know what? Like, the divine masculine is like my father. I never realized that. So that's going to come up. And that's what helps you understand more everything you're going through, you know? So right now, you are like divine, I see some of the divine feminines like, really like stepping into their, like their, what's the word for it? Their mojo. And, I got the 9 of Cups, which is awesome. A lot of you are working on a project and it's taking, like, it's making a lot of progress. It's taking flight, okay, is what I'm saying, hearing. And you are definitely in this, you know, stability foundation, you know, you are definitely laying down foundations for your future, for a stable life. There's celebration coming, but I feel like you still don't know how big this transformation is going to be for you. You're not really looking at it at that way, but there's some type of a celebration coming. And this also has to do with your reunion. A lot of you have given up hope, and I just want to let you know, do not give up hope, because we all know how much work this takes, this union takes, and it's coming. I mean, if you give up, then it's not going to come. It's obvious, okay? You got to put in the work. You have to work on yourself, okay? And it's coming for sure. So the divine masculine, I got like, so the divine masculine, regardless of you, if they left you or not, they're feeling left out in the cold, okay? And they feel like you just gave up on them, okay? You know how divine feminine has always been the one to like try to make things work and this and that in the past, but I feel like for some of you who your last separation, because we all know that there's, you know, some of us have gone through several separations. Your last separation, the divine masculine feels like you left them out in the cold, regardless if they left or like because you gave up. You were just like, you were not on it. Like, you know how you're always like, for some of you are always like trying to, you know, reach out to them and, you know, oh no, it's okay. And like that I'm looking at it as smothering. Yeah, that's the word I got, smothering. So they are used to that. So in your last separation, when you just like gave up, you're like, okay, like he lashed out, you know, and then you were just like, all right, like I'm done. So even though like he might have left, you gave up on it. You didn't chase him. You didn't, you know, try to reach out to him. So they think that you just gave up on them. You abandoned them. You left them out in the cold. Okay? Just letting you know that's their perception. Okay? And the divine masculine sees divine feminine as the empress. Okay? That's how they see. And that they know how passionate you are, divine feminines, and they are so surprised right now that you're not making any moves. Okay? And that is, I'm glad you all are not, because you're not supposed to. I mean, on the physical, I'm talking about, okay? You are working on yourself from a distance. You're working on, some of you are working on your divine masculines, which is awesome. It's great in the astral. So they're seeing you like this. They're kind of surprised because they feel like in the past you have kind of taken a lead into making the relationship work, but now you're not. You're just like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to pull myself back, which is the best thing to do right now while the divine masculine is going through roller coasters, going through, you know, the tornado that I was talking about in the last reading. It's perfect. And they see you as the world. They see you as the world. You are their world, regardless of what is going on right now on the physical. And I see a new change, and they know, they see you as this. They don't see themselves as this. You understand? For all of you who are, you know, very, you know, into spiritual practices, they see you as the manifester. They see you as this positive person who has all the resources regardless, you know, and they love that about you. So that comes another thing, whereas like now they're going through all these changes and they're thinking about what my divine feminine would do, because they see you as that. They see you as the empress, okay? They see you as the magician, the alchemist who transmutes everything. You know, like my divine masculine was like, how are you so like positive? Like you take crap and make it good. I'm like, yeah, I'm an alchemist, you know, because energy does not die. So you have to change energy. If energy is low, if it's dark, you got to bring the light out in it, okay? You can't kill energy. You can only transmute it, right? So this has to do with, you know, the resources. They are not in that point. And it's really interesting. When you, okay, this is coming up. When you in the past have told your divine masculine who was like, let's say suffering or in a negative state, you know, in some kind of depression or hopelessness, and you're always giving them hope, like, don't worry, it'll turn out good, and like you're giving them encouragement and whatever, they're thinking and reflecting on all those times because they are in such a hard place right now. They're in the lows of the lows, you guys. They are rock bottom. So they're thinking about all those times that you encourage them to like bring them out of that. They know that they can't come to you right now. They know. Okay, and some of their higher selves are blocking them even if they want to. They want to reach out to you, but higher self is blocking, okay? Because you don't want to be around them right now, really, as much as you love them, okay? They need to do this on their own. And in the physical, I mean. And a lot of them actually have blocked out a lot of people in their lives. A lot. They are like, even if they are in a, you know, they don't live alone. They're like in their rooms. They're total in withdrawal, by the way. And they want the commitment with you. They definitely want the commitment with you. They know, okay? They know you're meant to be together, and they know you want the commitment, and there's no other way. And also, they want to come towards you. There's no question about it, but they know they can't do that right now because they are at rock bottom, okay? There's so much depression. I'm feeling like sadness. I'm feeling like I'm seeing, yeah, I'm seeing divine masculines in their rooms, locked up, away from everybody. Like a lot of them are really, with the heart chakra opening up, they are releasing so much pent up anger and emotions they've been bearing forever, okay? And a lot of them are like having crying fests, okay? So have some compassion. They are going through a lot. A lot of them are not used to crying. And I just want to tell you all, remember how divine masculines, especially if they're males, how they were programmed not to cry, not to share their emotions. If boys fell, it's like, get up, don't cry, you're not a girl. Do y'all remember that? So imagine living years of that, and now you're going through this tornado of, transformation, this purging, this releasing of all this old programming and conditioning, okay? So they are releasing. They are opening up their heart chakras, and they're just crying it out. They are having crying fests, you all. So send them love, okay? And I just got a lot of people are like, oh, they didn't send me love when I was crying. Doesn't matter, okay? This is about unconditional love. Having compassion. You can't be in reunion without having compassion for whatever they're going through, okay? And even, I just want to bring this up, a lot of the divine masculines now are hating themselves for what they did to you, okay? So regardless of if they didn't apologize to you, they didn't, tell you like, hey, I feel like shit for what I did to you. I hate myself. I don't want to look at myself in the mirror. I don't know how to face. I'm so ashamed. I'm so embarrassed. And oh wow, okay. And I'm getting that they just want to say, regardless of what they did to you, they appreciate you still acting in integrity, in dignity, like regardless of how ugly what they did to you, in whatever shape or form that came through, they want to let you know that they respect you because you respected yourself, and they want to let you know that they know that they were in the lowest of the lows when they did that to you, okay? They know that, all right? So they want to let you all know that they have compassion for what you went through, regardless if they didn't tell you that. That's coming up very strong. So divine feminines, you kind of feel like, a lot of you that have pulled back kind of feel like you don't even want the divine feminines, like you lost the passion. I mean, divine masculines, you lost the passion. And because you are taking care of yourself now, you are working on yourself, and you're kind of even surprised. You're like, whoa, like I'm not feeling anything, kind of like a numbness. That's fine, like that's what's supposed to happen right now. When you work on yourself, when you are doing the inner work, you are healing yourself from all the heartache and the pain, which is beautiful. And what you think of the divine masculine is, a lot of them, and this goes back to the divine, to feeling with the fatherly figure, to all of you who are females. If your father was the type of man who couldn't express himself and his emotions, and he would keep it inside of them, he would lash out, you're seeing the connection between you and the divine masculine. It's bothering you, but you will see it now as, okay, like, this is not just a divine masculine. This is like a whole divine masculine collective. This is, how males were brought up with all this, crappy conditioning, where they shouldn't be, expressing their emotions. So you just feel like, okay, they were immature because they didn't know, but no, it has nothing to do with immaturity. okay? It has nothing to do with, you know, that has to do with programming that they are releasing right now. So have, you know, some patience, because it's not easy to release things from, you know, years and years of this, you know, conditioning. So, you know, have patience, you all. Everybody is doing the best they can, okay? With the knowledge they have, with the wisdom they have, okay? So, I know a lot of you are frustrated because you're like, okay, you know, divine feminines are all, you know, awake before the divine masculines. Why is it taking them so long? Whatever. They have a lot to release. More than you do. For most of them, more than you do. Okay? And this is the time for them to release it all. So they're kind of like, that's why the tornado's coming in and is like, whoosh, swiping up everything, okay? Up and then releasing it all, transmuting it. So, and you're just sick to the divine feminines who are in contact with recently, like on and off with the divine masculines. There is an ending coming. You feel like your divine masculine is not making up their mind. They're indecisive, they're confused, and they keep coming back and forth. For some, I feel like this is, you feel like it's because of the karmic. They can't make up their mind. They want to make a decision, but they can't. I'm just letting you know the indecision is ending. They're going to make up their minds, okay? So just hang on tight. Don't focus on them. Focus on yourself, okay? And the divine masculine wants you to know that the deceit, the lies, everything has ended, okay? So there is no more of this. It's over. So yes, okay. Other thing is, I mean, regardless of what's going on right now, you all, I'm getting, I mean, how can you, like, look at this. Lovers. I'm going to show you all this. 6 of Cups. Give and take to all those who felt like all your divine masculine did was take, take, take. Look at that. Chariot. Can it get better than this? Like, to some of you who are still in doubt of this, whether this is your twin or not, they are your twin. I just want to let you know. Yeah. So these are the outcomes, you all. Regardless of what's going on right now, okay? These are the outcomes. And this is the outcome to all of you who are working on yourselves, divine feminines, okay? If you don't do the work, your reunion could be delayed, like, I don't know, 5 years? That's what I'm getting. So if you all want your reunion soon, do the work. And I know it takes a lot of time, but you know, you should be, regardless, working on yourself regardless, whether you want to be with the divine masculine or not, okay? You should be working on yourself. Do you know how much I do? I meditate, I do mantras, I do source tones, I exercise. What else? I do so much. Like, I just want to let you all know. I'm going to pull some, if there's any more messages for my divine feminines. Focus. Yep. Can you all see this? Okay. Focus on yourselves. A lot of you are not loving yourselves right now. This is about self-love. Okay? Focus on yourself. Do something for yourself. Some of you are feeling that, you know, because the divine masculine is not in your life, you don't feel romance. Like you miss that romance. I don't know, this is for the people who felt like you're in that like missing it. You can be romantic with yourself. Like you could do all the things. Whatever you want, you could do that for yourself. Okay? I just want to let you know that. Like go buy yourself some flowers or something. Focus on yourself. Focus on your healing. A lot of you are healing right now. Okay, focus on this. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to tell you. The energies are so intense this week, you guys. So please, get rest. Don't stay up late at night. I am guilty of this myself. I keep having to remind myself to go to sleep earlier. It's kind of hard for me. Oh, soulmates. You all. This is telling me, to all of you who got, okay, so just tell me a few things. To all of you who got triggered recently, it was supposed to happen. You were supposed to be triggered. Or if you triggered the divine masculine, to all who are in contact, doesn't have to be physical. It could be just through text or phone call, whatever kind of communication. You feel like you triggered the divine masculine and you feel like kind of guilty about it because it was kind of like you were out of control or something. I mean, you felt like you were out of control, but I just want to let you know, higher self did this, okay? It's for the better of your relationship, your connection. So regardless of how it might have gotten ugly. Divine masculine maybe said some things he did not mean. He lashed out, whatever it is. Or she. Or you did, okay, divine feminines. Whatever panned out recently, you know, because it's a trigger. The trigger is a blessing. That's what I just got, okay? The trigger is a blessing. Higher self. Your higher self made this trigger happen. Your higher selves, okay? So whatever it is, this pushed the divine masculine more into his purging and healing, okay? So you're helping, by the way. You know how they say blessing in disguise? This is exactly what the trigger was, okay? So, just know that. And if there's any, you know, hurtful words exchanged, just know that they don't mean it. Divine masculine did not mean what they said. Don't feel guilty about it, okay? You can't feel guilty about a blessing in disguise, right? Yeah, so get a lot of rest, you all. And drink a lot of water. Yeah, I know I was going to get this. Nature. Okay. So a lot of you who are feeling very intense energies, who are emotional, who are experiencing like panic attacks, anxiety, right now, get out into nature. And nature is like a vacuum. Like whatever you're feeling, low, anxious, go into nature. You will feel so much better. You don't have to do anything, you all. You could just sit there and just breathe. Breathing is very important, okay? Especially with all the heart chakra activations going on now. Your breathing is very important right now. So go get some fresh air. I've been wanting to do this for the past couple of days, and I'm unable to do so because I'm in triple-digit temperatures right now. So it is so hot. Like, I feel like if I go out for my hike or my walk in nature, I am going to, you know, have heat stroke or something. So I'm like, you know, praying that it'll cool down a little bit at least. Like, you know, not triple digits. Okay, dreams. Yeah, it has to do with, you might be having a lot of dreams about your divine masculine, because also you're communicating telepathically. To all those who, divine feminines, are, if you're having headaches, like tension headaches, the third eye and crown chakra are being worked on divine masculine, so you're feeling that too. So that's why your telepathy is going to be stronger. You're going to see dreams about them, you know, messages, or you can also, if you don't see them, you're also going to have dreams about them. Okay, so pay attention to your dreams, because that's your intuition trying to tell you. And you'll know what's your intuition or what is your ego, okay, when you have dreams. Question them. Ask your guides to, you know, if there's no clarity on it, ask them to clarify that message if you don't understand, okay? Because there's a lot of heightened intuition right now because of, you know, what's going on. Ooh, trust. Okay. This is all for the divine feminines who still are holding on to anger and resentment towards the divine masculines, okay? You can't be in this union if you don't forgive. And I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. You cannot be in this union if you can't forgive, okay? So you need to forgive them. And I know for a lot of you, it's taking a long time. And it's because you're focusing on all the lower energies and the fear attached to that circumstance, attached to the separation, attached to how they deceived you, lied to you, betrayed you, however that, you know, panned out with the separation. You can't move on, even with yourself, okay? Forget that your union. You can't be in your full power without forgiving, without forgiveness. And if it has to do with you forgiving them, it has to do with anybody. And I'm just not talking about the divine masculine. I'm talking about everybody in your life. You got to forgive them. You cannot be where you want to be. You cannot manifest what you want unless you forgive everyone, including yourself. And because when there's, first it goes with forgiveness. You forgive, and then there's trust. In any relationship, trust is needed. You can't be in a happy relationship. You can't have that bliss. You can't have that joy. You can't have that foundation without trust. Trust is very important. And that's why forgiveness is very important. Forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is key to any, you know, is key to the twin flame union, but it's also key to any relationship you have. Even the relationship with yourself. Forgive yourself for what you did, what you think you did, okay? Some of you have gone through, like, you've done things in your life that you're still thinking about. Things that you did when you were a teenager. Forgive yourself, okay? Do not judge yourself. Remember that. When you are holding on to anger, resentments, that means you are judging. When you are judging, you are in fear. When you are in fear, you can't get to love, okay? So release all that guilt and shame that you have for whatever you did as a teenager, okay? Please, this has been going on for too long, okay? Everyone, and I'm going to say this because I know that's how you see it. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm going to use the word mistakes, but mistakes are lessons, okay? And you have to love every part of you, regardless of who you were when you were a teenager, or I'm seeing like young adult. You whatever choices you made is brought you to the person you are now. So you can't not love yourself, okay? You have to love all parts of you, you guys, regardless, okay? Everybody does things that they're not happy about, but that makes them the person they are. So I want you to get out of that. Forgive yourself. If you still have guilt and shame associated with it, please do my love meditation hypnosis. It's a full chakra, because to those who have guilt and shame, you carry that in your sacral chakra, okay? And you can't be the divine, goddesses that you should be when your sacral chakra is blocked, okay? That's keeping you from everything. That's keeping you from manifestation. It's keeping you from creating. And it's keeping you from your union. I just want to let you all know that, okay? So please forgive yourselves, okay? Look at this. I'm getting a lot of you all are emotional, and just want to let you know your guides are with you. Your angels are with you, okay? So, and they are saying, this goes back to judgment. They are not judging you for whatever it is you did, okay? You're only judging yourself, and they don't want you to do that, okay? You are loved regardless of what you think you did. Whatever that is, release it, okay? So I'm gonna pull one more card. Ooh, all right. This is a card to all of you who are focusing on time, how long it's taking to make certain things, your union, a project you're working on. Everything is falling into place the way it's supposed to. And I just want to let you know, it has to do with divine timing. So regardless of what you don't see in the physical happening, things are happening, okay? These things are happening behind the scene that is bringing you closer to whatever it is. And ooh, okay, I was just pulled to pick this card, top card, Blossom. This has to do with being shy. To all of you who are holding back, to the same thing I was telling you, divine feminines, with like a project you're working on, you're like, I don't know if this is me, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, blah, blah, blah. You need to blossom, okay? So just give it a chance. Just take a first step, This is such a beautiful change coming to you. You have the opportunity now to make this happen, you all. So please take the chance. And I'm getting to, I know it's the summer here. I don't know where it is, where you're at. I know some of you are in other countries, but I just want to tell you, if you're avoiding the sun, some of you are being affected, not going in the sun. So it's important for you to get sun at least 20 minutes a day, okay? The sun has great energy. So if there's any of you who have been avoiding the sun because of your skin, like you're scared like to get sun damage or whatever, 20 minutes a day is not going to harm you. It's actually going to benefit you, because the sun, when you are depressed, the sun actually makes you happy. I'm not gonna lie, it sure does. So you all need that. For some of you who are going through some kind of depression, if you're having like an episode of depression, please go out into the sun. It's gonna help you. I promise you, you're gonna feel better, okay? And Oh, wow. Okay, I just asked what the divine masculine is feeling right now. Darkest fears. So yes, they are going through the lows of the lows. They are going through their fears. And as they're opening, you know, their heart chakras being activated, they are releasing all their fears they have in regards to intimacy. They know, and they know that this is it. Like, they know you both are meant to be together, but that's why it's the hardest thing for them, because they have to release all their fears associated with, you know, commitment and intimacy and your relationship. They know that they have to release that. So they are, you know, going, like I said, through the tornado, through the roller coasters, through the dark night of the souls. They're having several dark night of the souls, you all. They've been having several dark night of the souls back to back. So they are facing all their darkest fears, okay? For them, it's a big fear, and you're probably thinking, like, why is it? Like, they should know by now that I'm loyal, that I'm honest, that I love them. Regardless, it's them being vulnerable. So to them, you have to realize they've thought all this time that being vulnerable is a weakness. Although it is a strength. Being vulnerable is a strength. They don't see that, but they will start seeing that soon. Once they move out of these energies and transmute them. Okay? All the releasing. And you have to understand that, and you're probably thinking like, oh, well, they could be with a karmic, you know, and they can't, you know, be with, you know, me. That's because there is no love associated with them. To them, the way they're perceiving it has been like love is fear. And that's why they're always, you know, running away. Every time, think about the time that you're divine masculine, like you all had a great time one day, and you're like, oh, we're so in love, this is amazing, like time stood still. And then the next day you're like, they bounced, or they're ignoring you, or they're acting weird, and you're like, what happened? It's because that's their darkest fears, intimacy. So this has a lot to do with the heart chakra being worked on, because that's where your fears lie. Being intimate, committing, loving, without no bounds, unconditional love, not holding back, not running away from love. Okay? So that's what's happening. All right, you all. I said dreams coming true. Look at this. This is also telling me it's in your hands, okay? There's a lot of help and support you're getting with this union, but it's still in your hands, Divine Feminines. Look at that light in the hands. You're responsible for your healing, okay? Right now is the time for you to heal yourself. Heal all those things that are coming to the surface right now at this point in time, okay? Because you are preparing for the union. If you're not doing the work, the union is going to be delayed, or it might never come if you're not, you know, doing any of that. If you're not taking care of yourself, healing yourself, pampering yourself, okay? It's all in your hands. So please do that, because your dreams will come true, okay? You're on a verge of, before all the beauty comes in your life, before you manifest it, you gotta get rid of all the gunk. So that's what's happening right now. Get rid of all the gunk. Get rid of all the emotions that are coming to the surface right now. And for a lot of you, a lot of things are coming up for like years and years ago, okay? So, love yourselves, heal yourselves, work on yourselves, focus on you, okay? The focus has to be you, because that's when you step into your power and you start manifesting everything you want, okay? So please take care of yourselves. I love you all very much. Thank you all for your love and support. And I appreciate everything you do. And I'm sending you all love, okay? Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.